Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Prescott to throw it. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Flex round! 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 Ohio! Ohio!
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
First down, Prescott. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Get out there, get out there. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
We're going to 54. Wide in. Go. Get out. 26.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Chris Jones on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
Get out. Here go 46. 26.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Brissett to throw on 1st. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And now it's 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now Brissett, eluding the pressure right. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. first down throw for Brissett. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Brissett again. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield.
And it'll be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Hey, 47. 47. Here you go. 26.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down throw for Prescott. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Okay, you got 4. You got 4. Flag round! Flag round! Ohio! Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
Second down, Brissett. And Jones has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
This will be caught by Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Over the middle to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Prescott now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. They'll throw again. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. From the red zone now, Prescott escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
46. Sweat. Sweat to 8. 26. Let's go. Get out. 26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
We're set on 1st down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Flex round! Let's go! Grand 38! Flex round!
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. William Golston. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Flex round! Ohio!
shotgun, Brissett. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, go to 54, go to 54. Why?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. He's got Curse. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Here's Brett Kern now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And the Jets set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down, Brissett again. And this one is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him. Right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The Chargers on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
Good. Here you go. 26. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for L.A. This is fielded at the 7. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Kamara. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Let's go! White 90! White 90!
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Brissett now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Brissett to throw on 1st. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, here's Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go. Try 38. Try 38.
Throwing. Brissett. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay,
He's got daylight. 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
One of the most exciting plays in football, a kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
To throw is Brissett. Room here to run. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Second down, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a catch right side by Evans. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. First down, Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle. And they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Chris Jones with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Begin on the ground with Kamara. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second down, Brissett. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. And I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Caught on the right side by Jones. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Jets. Sturgis for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out come the Chargers. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing. Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A first down throw for Prescott. And that's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Prescott to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Here you go. 46. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Caught left side, Williams. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
A give. This is Kamara. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure.